with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Go with Jamal Charles. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent. Blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Smith. Going underneath for Charles. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Stewart is the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. He can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 59 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. On the carry, it's Davis. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Smith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton gives off to Stewart. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This is Stewart again, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They run here with Stewart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And Newton's going to keep it. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Newton takes it himself. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on first down.
Try to punch it in, Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out come the Chiefs now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come out here in the eye. Smith throwing the slant pattern here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. It's Hill, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They snap it to Smith. And this is incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And all the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Kelce out in the slot right. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The handoff comes to Stewart. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Olsen over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And quickly, they get to the line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing is Smith. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to throw, Smith. Backing up. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Stewart is the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A great run that time by Stewart. 44 yards on the ground. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Here's Stewart. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the inaugural carry here for Fozzie Whitaker. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Fozzie Whitaker taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
And they're going to speed things up here. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On the ground, this is Ware. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Smith now on second down. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum. Funchess is free. Touchdown, Carolina. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's got it up and through. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. The busy night continuing for Stewart. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And caught left side, Olsen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Stewart. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Stewart. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They come out here in the I. The give to Whitaker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Whitaker. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, it's Charles. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Smith trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, do it for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Smith going to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town.